How could this have happened? Surely, when a run takes Claw, it is statistically likely to win. I don't think it maybe had to do with losing like 30 health. Do you think, having watched that Guardian fight, do you think 30 more health would make us win that fight? Because I don't. I think we're going to lose a lot more health than that. Yeah, I don't think 30 more health would have saved us there. I think the Amplify take and the Claw takes and some of the other card picks made a difference, but I don't think our health total did. Now, if we'd had 3 Claws, maybe it would have been okay. Just maybe. What I'm saying is deck bad. Yeah, deck was very bad. Defrag maybe could have done it. Cold Snap maybe could have done it. Maybe. What if we start our run with an Echo form? Is that good? One often says the card is good, but starting with it, I'm not sure. Also, the act layout is weird. Again. Yeah, rough day so far, for sure. Some of that is the Spire, most of that is me. Momentum, thanks for the 5 months in the Prime sub. Good vibes. Trying to figure out if we go to a shop. I don't think so. These cards definitely want to take a less aggro path. Let's go this way. Is Defect good for boss swap starts? I think Defect is one of the best boss swap characters. So, broadly speaking, yes. I don't think this darkness is going to get evoked. Recursion. Huh. A lot better when you have a Dark Orb. That's kind of cool, actually. Normally, I'd be all over Sweeping Beam here. Especially with Hexaghost as our Act Boss, let's take a Recursion. Evoke the next orb, channel the orb that was just evoked. With Dark Orbs, which accumulate damage over time. The Recursion will keep the orb at its same power level. Oh man, we got Loop too? Or Doom and Gloom? Oh my. Hard to turn down a Doom and Gloom in this situation. Could also maybe do Reinforced Body, card remove. Although I can't do Reinforced Body, Doom and Gloom, sadly. Nor Reinforced Body and Loop. That's a real shame. I really want this reinforced. So I guess that means we're going to buy a card remove or maybe a fire potion. Fire potion looks pretty good, actually. Let's not die to this first elite. Get recursion done. We want another attack card. I find with Dark Orbs, you definitely want a way to destroy low-health enemies very easily, like Gremlins and Raptomancer Daggers. Streamline can serve in that role, although it's not great. I'm going to skip for now. We do want a card like that, but I don't think that's the card I want. Is Zap a good remove with the Dark Orbs? I don't think so. I think we wanted to be able to push Dark Orbs further forward in the orb rotation. Anything that channels the orbs is going to be, broadly speaking, pretty good. Second Recursion is an interesting option. Don't want a Blizzard in this deck. Probably don't want a Double Energy either. Although it does say Unmastered on it. It's not very helpful here. Happy Friday, Mr. Fishhead. I think I'm going to take the second Recursion. And we're going to start upgrading those cards. The Recursions, that is. Make them 0 cost. Oh, excellent. Most excellent. Sleepy Egg is definitely the easiest elite to handle, thanks to the Echo form getting in play for free. Keep this Dark Orb around. So what's the play here? Is this lethal? Don't think so. Double recursion, recursion, darkness doesn't kill. Double darkness. Recursion, recursion. Doesn't kill either. Although that gets pretty close. So I think we go double recursion, reinforced body. To the next turn. And then we can kill with either recursion or dual cast. Beautiful. We score a kunai. Although I don't plan on using that for much. I could maybe take a chaos here. Channel more orbs. Chaos is kind of cool. Give me a chaos. Ah, and here's where the sweeping beam would have been kind of nice. Maybe this is where we use the fire potion. Just take out one of these slimes. Make this less of an issue. Definitely not a good fight for the deck as it is. That said, there's a potential Gremlinob next floor. I've got a focus potion for that. Isn't Chaos just a worse darkness? Yes, until you upgrade it, and then it's better. Because it channels 2 orbs when upgraded, which darkness does not do. Okay, that got easy. Good. Hey. What giveth? Pretty good fight overall, actually. Thanks to our potion use. Not again. You either, Amplify. I won't fall for your tricks. We could think of Barrage, maybe. Yeah, don't be fooled by the kunai either. It's a trap. Don't even pretend this is a real relic right now. Just think this is a tiny chest. It's back. Should have taken the amplify. No, don't do it. That's funny. All right, well, do we beat this elite? That is the question. It is the Gremlinob, but we drew Echo Form turn 1. So I'd say our odds are pretty good. I think we should probably use the Focus Potion, too, just in case. This fight could go very badly very quickly. For example, I need to double Darkness this turn. Is that even going to be enough? We should do some math now. So let's see. If I Darkness twice, channel 2 Dark Orbs. The first one is going to be 8 plus 6? Yeah, 6 plus 8. And the next one will be 6 plus 8 plus 8. So 14 and 22 is how much they'll do. And then we want to recursion the lightning to the back, probably. So, quick math. This turn we're going to do 15 plus next turn 14 and 22 from the 2 Dark Orbs. If we assume our turn is Zap, Zap, Strike, Strike next turn. This turn being Darkness, Darkness, Recursion. Then Zap, Zap, Strike, Strike. We'd end up with 3 Lightning Orbs. So next turn we deal an additional 12, 5 plus 15. Math total says that is 78 damage, which means we just barely kill. Definitely needed the Focus Potion. Oh yeah, they channel again. Oh, I'm definitely miscounting then. You're right. Next turn, the Dark Orbs will have an additional bunch of damage, so we're way over. I think that means I can play 2 defends instead of using the recursion. Let's just do some really quick math. We go Zap, Zap, Chaos next turn. We're going to do 5 this turn plus 30 plus 22. Plus 10 from Lightning Orbs plus 12 from Strikes. 79. Yes, we can double defend this turn. Save a little bit. $42. Or wait, did I math that right? Actually, I don't think I did math that correctly, but we're good, we're good. More relics that require us to play cards we don't have. Skim is back. We're fighting Hexagos, not the Guardian. And I have a reinforced body. And I have 0 cost cards. I'm going to take a Skim here. These relics are just begging for Claw. I think you mean begging to remove every attack that I own. Art of War when? I don't need Echo Form for this nerd. He's too weak. Behold my orbs. Now this is what defect should feel like. Excellent. Do I click on that? That seems pretty good. Yoink. Defragment Plus is definitely a step in the right direction here. This is a very juicy deck. The current problem we have is that we're not good at elite fighting in Act 2 yet. Although I'm hopeful we can change that soon. Um, 50-50 to save 6. Let's do it. Easy every time. Easy peasy. Dupe Pot's quite powerful. Machine Learning Plus gives us additional card draw and appears in the opening hand. I kind of like that too. Sure. Sure. Yeah, you've been just asking yourself, how does this deck beat the Slavers fight? The current answer is it does not. Maybe if we get Darkness Plus Recursion on turn 1. But even then, I really doubt it. Speaking of... I think we just tank this hit. And this hit. And then we should be able to win pretty easily. Behold the orbs. Blapped. GG. Ooh, Electrodynamics versus Buffer. Both very powerful powers upgraded here for us. Why zap over dual cast for that Dark Orb? Here's the way to think of it, Suburban Socrates. Dual casting the Dark Orb would have done 18 damage total, right? Compared to evoking the Dark Orb. Since it was at 18 damage, you either evoke it normally for 18, or you dual cast it for 18 more. So the question is, do I do 18 damage by dual casting a Dark Orb, or do I channel a Lightning Orb with +2 focus? Lightning Orb with +2 focus does more than 18 damage for the duration of the fight. That's why. I think I should take Buffer? But man, Electro would be the answer to Slavers and such. No, we're looking for a way to kill low health minions, actually, and recursioning Lightning Orbs with Electro actually seems like a really good way to do that. This is nice defensive security, but we need offensive security. Could also even consider Hyper Beam over Electro here. But no, take the Electro, surely. And Snecko Eye? Coffee Dripper, Runic Dome, or Empty Cage? I am down for Runic Dome today. Coffee Dripper is also an option, although I think it'd be hard to survive unless we can find a Self-Repair Plus. But if we can find a Self-Repair Plus, this is going to be really good. Let's take the rest. Do I also consider Buffer to be boring? No, I like Buffer. I like playing lots of powers on defect. I think I don't find Buffer as boring because Buffer isn't useful in every situation like Intangibility is. The Heart's multi-attack is not at all stopped by Buffer. Beat of Death could just ruin Buffer. It does require thought and setup to be effective correctly. Same is not true of Wraith Form. Oh yeah, I like having 4 energy a lot. I think we are kind of vulnerable on turn 1 here. Although this would have been a really... I mean, we could have outright killed all of the Slavers with that draw. Had we faced them. So that's a good start. Let's just do a double chaos. Yeah, I did do that to myself. Fear Potion, not so helpful for this deck. Do we want a Glacier? I'm not sure that we do. We're fairly committed to using our orb slots to deal damage. Trying to deal block at the same time really muddles our ability to do anything. If we're blocking with Glacier, suddenly our damage stops cold. That's not good. Leap Plus, meanwhile, actually looks like it might be better. It's got a free upgrade on it, and it is the kind of block we need. Block that doesn't take our orb slots up. So I guess I'll take the Leap here. Feels a bit odd, but here we are. We get to Electro these two nerds? I love it. What is this? Electro Recursion Reinforce? Take a little bit? I could Dupe Pot to kill them both right now, but as aforementioned, we really want that Dupe Pot for our Elite that we're going to fight, so that we don't die to Slavers. But I do need to play this, surely. Give me your gold. And they're dead. No self-repair. Sad. Oh, hello. Frozen Eye allows us to view the draw pile in order. I like that quite a lot with Skim in particular, although without many other draw effects, it's not actually that useful. Scrape with the recursions is kind of cool. And we can afford the Frozen Eye, right? I don't really like Scrape on its own that much. However, with Frozen Eye, Scrape becomes very remarkably powerful draw. We could even take Turbo to go with. Let's do that. Frozen Eye plus Scrape plus Turbo is definitely interesting. So I can see that Scrape would draw Darkness, Ascender's Bane, Leap, Defend here. Which is sometimes a good thing, knowing knowing that I'm going to discard certain cards to draw to other cards is completely fine. So let's do that. Stinky Lady. Alright, let's go Electro Leap, I guess. Brought to the darkness here. Get her. And Napalm Shimmer, thanks for the 26 months. The Mastery Challenge goes well. We're getting very, very close to the end. We're almost to our first energy from Nunchaku. Claw is here. Recycle is here. don't know, man. These don't really help in the short term. This recycle could be a big deal. Would like it maybe instead of turbo, not in addition to. I don't think so. I think we skip. Currently slightly worried about this elite. We could avoid it if I wanted to. I'm not going to. As long as we have the Duke Pod, we should be okay against a elite here. Can I view the draw pile yet? No? Alright. I'll fight these nerds. Easy peasy, turn 1 Electro. Good. Good. Just take 7. That's fine. You'll have to pry that 24 gold from my cold, dead hands. That's right. Yeah, I'll be taking another reinforced. Not a bad hologram either, but another reinforced is where it's at. Again, not Glacier because we don't want to give up our damaging orb slots to get blocking orbs, because then we can't do any damage. I've made that mistake a couple of times, and it does not end well. Upgrading dual cast is very reasonable with the scrape. I'm also thinking about just +1 draw on skim here. Let's upgrade the skim first. Alright, hopefully this is a Electro on turn 1. Yeah, easy every time. Ask and ye shall receive, Twishette. Boom. And then we get Echo Form turn 2 if we don't get attacked. If we do get attacked, I'll be very sad. So please just don't attack me next turn. Good talk. Thank you. Great fight. Yeah, I was going to say, even if we get attacked this turn, it's no biggie. I've got the block. Got the power. Scrape draws recursion. Skim draws the other recursion. Great fight. We pick up a Tori. Anytime we would deal 5 or less unblocked attack damage, we reduce it. And Rainbow is kind of interesting. More orbs. Lots more orbs. 1 lightning, 1 frost, and 1 dark. Let's do it. I like that quite a bit. Especially with an Echo Form. It's a really good Echo Form target. Okay, now we can upgrade Dual Cast to evoke the next orb twice. And pick up a White Beast statue, meaning we get a potion from every combat. Definitely like that with the Coffee Dripper, as our health is a precious resource. With the White Beast statue, we can hold on to it a little bit better. Spare some coin, child. Wait a minute. This beggar is cleric. Receive my purification, he screams. You are unsure if he is grateful or mad. And I lose the last strike. Cannot believe that was secretly cleric. I hope you do better this time, friend, he shouts. Wondering what was implied by this, you push forward. Is cleric watching my stream? So we can get Zap and Dual Cast with Scrape here. That's kind of cool. Let's do that. Or Dual Cast Recursion, excuse me. And that'll go Machine Learning, yeah. The Wi-Fi in the Spire sucks. Believe it. Could do Echo Form Leap if I really wanted to. I don't really want to. Guess we Chaos? I guess we Chaos. Take one. And then just block. We're almost there, Twitch chat. One more attack card. It's actually not the world's worst sweeping beam. Fighting the Bronze Automaton. Could take another recursion. Could take a hologram. Hologram's pretty good. Yeah, the sweeping beam does say plus on it, which makes it a little bit appealing here. Could start maybe finding ways to proc the kunai. And I do like the way it supplements our area damage. I'm going to grab that, actually. I think it's actually worth it. Do I go for an elite here? With the potions, we're in pretty good shape, actually. It's either Book of Stabbing or Slavers, who are both pretty scary, though. Since I can't rest, I think I'll just take 2 more regular fights. Get the upgrade. But could this deck beat Gremlin Knob? Asking the important questions. Have a Zip Zap. I believe that was more total damage than doing double defrag single electrodynamics. Pretty sure. There it is, Self-Repair Plus. At the end of combat, heal 10 health, or if we play it twice, 20 hit points. That makes things quite a bit easier for us. And makes us want to play Echo Form a lot more. Medic! Yeah, I hear that's pretty good with Echo Form and 4 energy. And Frozen Eye, letting me know where it is in the draw pile, so that I never fail to duplicate it by playing Skim at the wrong time, or Scrape at the wrong time. Oh, also, Distilled Chaos to play that Echo Form right now. Easy. Have I ever played TF2? I have. I've played my fair share. I used to really like randomizer servers in that game. That was a fun way to do it. I played mostly Pyro when I wasn't doing randomizer. Oh. And then the Nunchaku didn't help. Sorry, Nunchaku. Hashtag not sorry. Hashtag double machine learning plus. Are we in the territory of Upgrade Rainbow? I think we're in the territory of Recall. We draw 7 cards per turn. That's pretty hype. Gambler's Brew also very strong with the Frozen Eye. Don't forget, we can use a potion every single combat without fail if we want to. This looks like a pretty good opportunity to do so, because I see that we can get Echo Form in play this turn. So let's just do it. Turbo, Echo, Eleco. Eleco my Echo. They're going to steal my defragments. Play this twice. Good talk. So Hyper Beam is next turn. We have some stuff we can do. Let's do Darkness things. We can also Scrape. Double Turbo Reinforced is pretty good, actually. Might also be able to just kill. Oh yeah. Get juggled on. GG. Second Electro, kind of a nice backup in case we don't draw the first one quickly enough. I'm eyeing Fission, though. Remove or upgraded, evoke all of your orbs, gaining energy and drawing cards for each orb removed. There's also Amplify to dupe all this stuff, although I think Amplify and Echo Form usually don't play well together. You want one or the other. Although a bottled Amplify Plus would be pretty cool. More like Diaper Beam. More energy is always welcome, or we could transform and upgrade 3 cards. I'm down for an energy gain here, with 2 reinforced bodies and Skim and Echo Form. There's no such thing as too much energy. Fission needs an upgrade, but note that we have the upgrade to give. Every important card is already upgraded for the most part, other than maybe the reinforced bodies, which are reasonable upgrades. I think we're in good shape here. What we don't have are any candidate cards for Mastery. I guess if we can find another Scrape, that would be legal. But outside of that, I'm not sure. Not so sure. So here, for example, easy peasy. Scrape draws the Fission. Draws reinforced body. Look at that. Oh, I should have recursion first. It's all good. Excuse you. Okay, but how do I not die now? Problems. That helps. That definitely helps. It's not how I would have preferred to use that duplication potion, but here we are. One. There we go. One more for the road. This deck would love a Chemical X at this point, with 3 reinforced bodies. We need to skim now, yeah? Yeah, for next turn. Forget the self-repair for the moment. My body is ready. And so are the Darklings, apparently. Let's see here. 2, 2, 3. I need all 7 energy to block this. Don't like that answer. Maybe should have played 1. 3 energy to block this. Alright, well, I'd better play this then. Can I fit in the self-repair? Question I'm currently asking. Looks like probably not. Although, you might bonk me anyway, huh? What do you got? That doesn't help me. Wait, or does it? Scrape only draws 4. Gah. I guess Chrysalis could help with Scrape. What do you got here? Double energy. Okay, that sort of helps. Sort of. If I go Zap Dual Cast, we deal 24 plus 6. Still not quite enough, huh? Okay. Guess I'll just self-repair defend then. Bummer. At least we can get that health back. Stupid Darklings. Jerks. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. But this be a yes-yes. Violence is here, although this deck doesn't particularly like it. I think Panic Button is, broadly speaking, a bit better. I like Panic Button with Scrape. And Apotheosis, generally speaking, is good too. Let's take Apo. Blind. Panic Button. Holy crap. It actually happened. We get Chemical X with 3 reinforced bodies in the deck. And we can take a Heat Sinks Plus, which I'm also going to click on. Streamer Luck, get. How does he do it? Question is, will we survive the Burning Elite? I'm not sure. Oh no. This is my only chance to self-repair? This is not a fight we're very good at. I'm gonna leave. No need to be greedy. Do I upgrade Fission or Apotheosis? I think I'm gonna upgrade Fission. They're both good candidates. Yeah, one of those bad boys is tough enough. Notably, we don't get the extra energy from Slaver's Collar in the double Orb Walker fight. So, like, no thank you, please. Please no. Oh no. Draw order Y. Well, let's definitely skim through that garbage. Oh, jeez. I could scrape for 5. We're in tough shape. Could have scraped the dark garbage and then skimmed. I guess I could have, yeah? No, scrape was the top card. We couldn't have done that. We could have fissioned into Scrape. True. Yeah, that's true. So if I discard 5, this is my draw next turn. That's acceptable. Only barely, though. No, we draw 7, excuse me. Draw to here. That's even better. That's right, Reinforced is now 14 block if played for 0 energy, which is really nice. That's good news. Maybe I want to upgrade the panic button next turn. That's also an option. Electro, unfortunately, far down. That's the thing we were afraid of in this fight. This will just scrape normally. Also, these daggers have way too many hit points. Holy crap. So Reptile will guaranteed attack me here. So will these 2 knives. How do I deal with knives that have 21 health? Haven't considered that part yet. Looks like we're pretty hosed. Shoot. That draws Apotheosis, and then that's the end of the draws? That's pretty bad. We don't kill either of the daggers. Extremely bad. So now we upgrade. But this is not enough, right? I can panic button, I can reinforce body, but it's not enough. Really did need that second electrodynamics, huh? Shoot. Is there anything I can do? It's 100. We don't have enough block. Actually, wait, we do have enough block. Because I have Chemex. So just don't die. Just don't die. How much is Panic Reinforce? It's 40 block. Reinforce Panic is an actual amount of block. Do not play Panic button first. Pro tip. Don't do it. Get Echo Form and Fission next turn. Those are good. Could also scrape right now. I don't want to do that. There's no desire for that. Okay, that worked out actually pretty well. We didn't die immediately. Seems to be good news. Should be dead next turn. Perish. Eternal Feather, healing. Although not immediate healing. And there it is, the second scrape with a free upgrade. We, as they say, have to take that card so that we have a mastery candidate. And with the Frozen Eye, it might even prove useful. Well, this is just rude. You're telling me the only thing I can buy in this shop is Streamline or Dexterity Potion. Or Cool-Headed. Oh, there's Cool-Headed. Guess that's not terrible. Seems mostly bad, though. Or Energy Potion. Okay, there's more things than I saw originally. 4 things I can buy. Still bad. Still sad. And I'm still mad. But our run is having a chance here, assuming the Jawworms don't get us on turn 1. Looks like we have them on turn 2. So that's encouraging. Do you want to play Chaos here? Yeah. Yeah. Ouch. Oh, that helped a lot, actually. The 2 block from the Frost Orb was actually 7 block. Let's go Skim, Turbo, Electro, Scrape. Stack can do things in a deck that has scrapes. I wouldn't call it amazing by any stretch. How are we going to block the late game? Reinforced Body. How are we going to consistently draw Reinforced Body? Double Machine Learning. Good talk. How are we going to beat the Writhing Mass? Hopes and prayers. Hopes and prayers, chat. Ow. So every time we hit this enemy with an attack, they'll change their intent. That is definitely questionable here. Sometimes that can be to our advantage, other times not so much. Turn looks fine. Gonna want to loop back around to the self-repair so that we can double it, though. Want to do some damage, but not too much. Yeah, I was... Yeah, fair enough. Trying to figure out what the odds were that that was going to work out for me. It didn't. Okay, once more around with feeling. Would this deck take a Tempest? I think it would consider it. Okay, Self-Repair is the very bottom card now. Of course it is. We just need to keep this. All right. The wait is over. Heal for 20, pick up a dupe pot. Skip these cards. Although Compelled River is not terrible. Oh, nice Fatal Vindicator. Enjoy your D&D Gunslinger. Some cool stuff. And another big heal. Excellent. Okay, I think we've restored order here. At least a little bit. We should still push for another elite fight. I haven't seen Mind Bloom yet. Transient's fine, too. Hello, Transient. Scrape draws potentially some stuff here. Wait a minute. Kunai, for the first time this entire run, has done the thing. The power. Kunai GG. Take 1 damage here. Get the powers in play. Awkward. Oh, I didn't need to play Turbo. Cool. Chemex. Okay, maybe we can still get away with playing Echo Form here if we're lucky. Looks like we are lucky. Alright, good talk. Next turn, double Electro. And one final turn. I guess Strength Potion is probably better than a Fear Potion, although both are pretty useless. Double Energy at 0 cost. That looks a little bit better than the last one we saw. I'm going to take that one. And we're going to face down the Giant Head as our last opponent of the act. I think Giant Head is no problem here. Might as well use this. Yeah, Giant Head should be no problem, as we get a couple of setup turns, which we can use to get everything important in play. There, we get Echo Form down next turn. Being able to hunt for the Echo Form in our deck is really good, too. Shuffle all that back in. Alright, the big attacks begin, and we are ready. More than ready. Double leap next turn is sufficient. Scrape discards the reinforced bodies. I guess that's okay. One currently. Excellent set of draws. Cool. This is starting to really work. And the scrapes are actually putting in a reasonable effort. Do we want a static discharge? With Tori, that's kind of a heart killer, actually. That's kind of a big deal. We might not be fighting Awakened One. I'm gonna grab this. 2 lightning orbs per time we get struck. Could, in fact, be a pretty big deal. Got DuPont ready as well. Excellent. Very good turn 1 for these two. Questionable turn 2. Ouch. But now everything is okay. Well, depending on how you look at it. Draw Turbo Zap. Currently draw 4 for power. Draw 4. Get Chaos down. Okay. Scrape for 4. Sweeping Beam into the void, so I don't discard it. Okay. Progress is happening. Bit worried about what our Awakened One fight might look like, but let's not stress about that quite yet. Nice draw. Turn could be bad. Shoot. Guess I have to DuPont duplicate defend, rather. Scrape doesn't get me anything here. Dang. Okay, yeah, just defend a bunch. This works too, actually. Easy full block. Never had anything to fear. Okay, good. First boss down. I'm a little worried about the second one. It is the Awakened One, which is definitely a bit of a problem. because we are going to play a lot of powers in this fight. Good luck to us. The powers. Oh no, it went for the multi-attack immediately. Well, the good news is I have a billion energy, so all is well. All is well. Caw. Power those up. Good. I'm gonna play Electro or Heat Sinks or Self-Repair too early in this fight. Next turn we can do some stuff. I don't think playing the panic button's actually a good idea, though. That's right, the Feather means we're always going to be at full health in Act 4 anyway. Which is not to say we can just take damage willy-nilly, unfortunately. I don't think this is the opportunity for Echo for him just yet. Although I basically full block, maybe it is the opportunity for Echo form. Problem is we don't block it all next turn, so we take a ton of damage. This is more of a formal situation, so it should be William Nilliam. Wilbert Nilbert. Old Billy Nilliam to his friends. Let's see. It's base of 6. 6 plus 8 is a number no one can calculate. 14. Which goes down to 10? 10 by 4? That's not that bad. Actually, no, it'd be 16. 16 goes down to 11. 11 by 4. That's still surviving. Alright. Wilbert Nilbert. Help me out. $12. It's an even bigger number. Frost door. Dang. So we do eat this to the face, but that's okay. Because it means we win the fight, essentially, as we're fully set up here. Start juggling Dark Orbs and winning. Although if we brick another draw, we could die. That would be sad. That gives me a Frost Orb. Just want to have these. Alright, play nothing then. Just don't let it happen. Exactly. Now they understand. Just block for 140. That's what Wilbert would want. 60 block. 64. Take one. Take one is fine. Could play Rainbow to kill there, but I don't need to. Just want to build up the Dark Orbs as much as we can. Perfect. Aha! Caca. There we go. I don't know what everyone was so worried about. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this evil? You deal 1938. Not so good a year. Still a decent score. Yeah, that was not a great year. Let's upgrade the scrape just for symmetry. So we are back to full health. We have the opportunity to remove one card. We have the opportunity to get more orb slots. We have the opportunity to get another skim. We have the opportunity to add a Dark Shackles. A third scrape. Another fission. Lots of fun options here. Snecko Oil. Thorns Potion. The Year of the Tank. Yeah. Definitely like Skim with that Frozen Eye, for sure. Sage Sparling, thanks for gifting us up to Hator GG. Yeah, with the Apotheosis, it doesn't have to be an upgraded card we take here. If only I felt like that Capacitor was... Well, it is kind of good. No, don't sleep on Runic Capacitor here. It lets us have a couple of Frost Orbs, it lets us have more passive damage from Lightning Orbs, but it does have some issues. We don't have no Frost, we have mostly no Frost. Rainbow and Chaos can both give Frost. I don't feel like the Dark Shackles does a whole lot. I feel like Artifact is going to stop it cold. Although we do have Blind. Need more than just one Blind. It's so affordable to go Skim card remove. Get rid of, presumably, a Defend. Those basic Defends are no good. Skim is definitely the no-nonsense take. That leaves me enough for... exactly Scrape, number 3. Interesting. I don't think so. Don't think so. Let's just go as we are. Maybe a Fire Potion instead of Essence of Steel for the Elites actually is pretty good. This is really a question of, can you kill one of those nerds ASAP? At least we didn't get attacked on turn 1. Scrape draws Fission, which draws Dual Cast. I think I'd rather just have Reinforced Body for next turn, surely. Yeah, surely. So I think we don't play Scrape because of what we're drawing here. And stop calling me Shirley. Vision would draw Dual Cast and Blind. Scrape will also draw that. Then I could draw Sweeping Beam into double energy. So let's do that. So we go to 6 energy, and then we block for 9 times 8. 72. Yeah, 72. That's enough to stop this. This is cold. And then next turn, we have some really good stuff coming up. Cool. This looks like we're fine then. Excuse me, that was my focus. Trying to figure out if we ever play the Echo form in this fight. We have no way to turn around? You know, now that you mention it, you're right. The fire potion can turn us around. Easy. That's what the fire potion is for. Never didn't have it. Let's see here. Need to skim quite a bit. I actually don't need to turn around either. See, I could do Leap, Echo Form, Panic Button. Take another 12. I don't think that works out very well. Let's try this for a second. Scrape can draw into Turbo. How interesting. So if I beam, we have Scrape. We would need 4 spots in hand. I could not do. See, if we turn around, it becomes 38 plus 18. How much is that? $56. It's 12 plus 36. It's 48. So we take 8. If I stay where we are, we're looking at 69, which is definitely more than 50-something. Okay. Reinforce next turn also. I don't want to Panic Button this turn, although... No, Spire Spear will not attack me next turn. Spire Shield might not attack me next turn. I guess there's very little downside to Panic Buttoning this turn, then. And yeah, Static Discharge would draw Blind, which is actually a big deal. So would Self-Repair. Although I'd like to double Self-Repair. So I think what I'm getting at is that I'm allowed to play Panic Button here. So let's do that. Should be fine. Yeah, neither of them attack this turn. We take a little bit from the burns. That's fine. It's a pretty weak turn, though. Okay, Turbo is not far down. Might want to think about trying to kill Spire Shield this turn. Is that ever possible? I don't think so. And then we can also draw the blind. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's make it 5. Okay, we're getting close. Stop! That was actually quite good. And it looks like we can get the Echo Form down here. One wonders if I need to play the self-repair now. Hopefully not. Double self-repair next turn. Perfect. Good. With my focus. Keep that at 9, actually. Seems really important. Maybe we should just use the fire pont. You must die. There we go. Look at that, full HP. We made it. I guess the fire potion is slightly better than the fear potion, sadly. And those upgrades don't matter with the Apotheosis. If we're gonna have any chance at all against Heart, I think we've set ourselves up as best we can. Oh, Artifact Strip. Actually, no, you're right. That Fear Potion has more utility in letting us blind. Good call. Do I want to rebound? Kind of. Actually, yes, I do. And now for the moment of truth. 35 cards going into the Heart fight here. Too bad. Early Static Discharge is nice. Bit worried we might get clapped on turn 2, but we have answers. Kind of a shame that Reinforced Body and Turbo are here in the opening hand. Let's see, I could Reinforced Body, Turbo, then play Machine Learning Zap, and get a Void, or I can not get the Void and just take some damage. I imagine that the first cycle is the most important, so I'm going to get the Void here. What would we dupe in this deck? Echo Form, which is unfortunately towards the bottom. That's a really big problem. We really needed Echo Form earlier in the fight with the dupe pot for a good chance here, but we still might have a possibility. Definitely concerned, though. Could have also duped one of our Machine Learnings for extra draw. That's an option. This actually seems fine. So Dupe Static Discharge looks good here. Here's the thing, though. Does it? Currently, when the Heart attacks us, we hit it back for 8 times 30 damage, which is already 240. What does the second static discharge actually do? It's not about, it's about sending a message. I see. I think the message we need to send is don't redraw the bad cards. So I am going to play all of these. We're just going to let the heart hit us here. We draw this for the big turn. We draw this. Draw the... Oh, we're so freaking dead, man. Maybe I did need to do machine learning. Looks like we're pretty hosed, though. Once we get into this pile of cards, there's no block anymore. And the problem with using the cards we have to draw right now is that I need the reinforced bodies next turn, or we're dead. So anything that involves drawing past these reinforced bodies is instant loss. Since we have 67 damage next turn. Panic Button alone will not be enough. No, Panic Button doesn't survive. Panic Button blocks 22. We take 67. That is not enough. Just dupe the Panic Button, Gigabrain. Yeah, don't do that. Pro tip, that doesn't work. Tori. Oh, it's 30 block. That's right. I did miscalculate slightly. You're right, Twitch chat. 7. But the heat sinks also being on the bottom has been particularly brutal. So we draw 7, then we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know, man. Might be a way. Defragment definitely has to be played. Just do this. Yeah, so we have to play Panic Button anyway, right? There we go. Electro Rainbow. We need the Frost Orb for next turn. Hopefully the order is favorable. Big attack first, huh? We can weaken it, thanks to Rebound. Playing that Echo form is not really going to happen, though. Man, that's tough. Although with double energy, I guess I could, right? We'd have so much energy. I guess we just have to, like, draw a lot of cards. Although, in retrospect, actually, I probably shouldn't rebound Blind. We should rebound Skim. So yeah, Fission first, double energy second. Lots of energy that way. Okay, so yeah, rebound, skim, draw all of these. Trying to figure out if we use the dupe pot on the blinds. We draw cards first. Let's go Heatsinks Echo Form. We dupe Echo, we also draw more cards, huh? No, I'm going to dupe the Echo. I think that's the route to success here. Yes. What's the way to do this? And then we have reinforced on the next turn, too. So leap first. Leap first. This needs to get played too, I think. Let's do Chaos also. Nice. Okay, so Scrape would draw 4 at the moment. Skim draws to here. That's pretty good. Scrape, then Skim. And I can even do some more shenanigans. Let's do this. Recursion. Rebound, recursion, sweeping beam, recursion. This is now 50 block. I don't even need to play turbo. Cool. So I could full block this with Reinforced Body, but do I actually want to? When we could deal a whole bunch of damage with Static Discharge. Seems like damage is very important, so I think we should take the damage when we can get it. So what? Double dual cast, double blind, end turn? Sounds good to me. Yeah, we have to race to the finish. Beat of Death is about to become 3. We're gonna run out of opportunities pretty soon. Doubling Dark is not gonna make any difference, because we damage cap either way. There's effectively no difference. Might as well play it one time, I guess, right? And we have Reinforced Body, Rebound next turn. I'd say we're in pretty good shape here. Let's go double defend, double rainbow. Although one double rainbow doesn't make any difference, right? Double blind, one rainbow. It's a pretty low number, actually. So we just double rebound, double reinforced. Although it's what? It's another 4x15 next turn, right? So I just play double reinforced body and then end turn? Maybe that's the way to do it. Win with one hit point. Yeah, 4x15. Although we do want to hit it a little bit here. Let's go double leap. Have fun. GG. Talk about a shocking victory to get us our scrape mastery. We barely scraped by, but we did it. GG. GG. Not too bad, Twitch chat. Not too bad. Steve with a B, thank you so much for the very generous gifted sub to Moribund. Welcome back to the Cozy Sub Club, Moribund. Final count 4 kunai procs the entire run. But you know what? It actually helped at the very end, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You could really see that we needed Static Discharge to be able to pull out the victory there. Genghis John, thanks for this so much for the 19 months of Prime sub. Noah says, what surprised me was that Scrape was consistently useful that run without a huge amount of zero-cost cards. That's entirely because of Frozen Eye. If it weren't for Frozen Eye, we wouldn't have known when to play Scrape, when not to play Scrape. I think probably one of the most important decisions of this run was turn 2 of the Hearts, using the Frozen Eye to see that we needed the reinforced bodies where they were in order to survive. If we played Scrape or Skim on turn 2, we were just dead in that fight. But if it worked out, fortunately. But really, really big credit to Frozen Eye. Being able to see the draw order was such a big deal for this run. Ultimately a run with lots and lots of draw power that we used in some really creative ways. Double Machine Learning was cool. Double Scrape was cool. And I gotta say, Recursion did a lot of work in this run, too. Definitely a really neat collection of cards that I usually wouldn't consider all that powerful on the defects. But it worked out really well in this run. GG. Was this the run where we got rid of all of our strikes immediately? I feel like it was. Maybe that was last run. Oh, that was last run. Tori prevented 93 damage, allegedly. Chemical X boosted 51 cards. 0.69 per turn. Nice. So, cross one more off the list. We're at 340. There are only 12 cards left. That's cool. I don't think I'm quite ready for... quite ready to stop playing Spire today, so we're going to do another one. Let's play a Watcher run. See if we can get any of these last unmastered cards Heel Hook, Double Energy, Hello World, Overclock, Reboot, Enlightenment, Chrysalis, Master of Strategy, Violence, Clumsy, Decay, and Pain. Before we jump into a watch or run, I am going to take a quick break, Twitch chat, refill the legs, stretch the water. Back in a few minutes. When I return, there's more Spire. BRB, everybody. Don't go nowhere.